Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Abigail Joy, if you don't already know. This is my channel, The Pursuit of Joy, and today we're talking about palm care.
Look at those palm trees, damn!
Now, when talking about any plant care or any plant tips, I always think about the native or natural environment that these plants come from. So palm trees, they are really tropical plants or even trees. So let's think about their native environment and go through some tips. Tip number 1. These guys love their light. They grow in environments where they get direct, bright, hot sun. So when bringing them into our homes, we need to make sure we give them the most premium spot in terms of light. That's a south-facing window or a west-facing window or even a southwest-facing window. And the closer to the window, the better, as long as there's no cold draft. Now they can handle medium to bright indirect light, but they prefer that direct light. Now make sure that your palm is accustomed to that bright direct light first, as not to burn the fronds. But honestly, these guys thrive in the most light possible. And speaking of that hot sun, it brings me to tip number 2. Good temperature, hot temperature. Now, first of all, you never want to go below 18 degrees Celsius with these guys. And for my US citizens, I will also try and convert that and put it on screen into Fahrenheit. But 18 degrees Celsius, do not go below. And if you want your plant to thrive, you're going to need at least 20 degrees Celsius or above. These guys can go up to 40 degrees Celsius even. Think about where they come from. Tropical, hot places. And what do you get in tropical, hot places? Number 3 is storms. These guys go through storms every now and then. I would say every 2 weeks on average. So you're going to want to bring your palm into the shower and give it a really good hose down every 10 to 14 days, or when the soil has dried out 50 to 75%. Now, giving them a good hose down has many benefits. First of all, it replicates the movement and the wind that these guys go through during the storms, which encourages the roots to go further and deeper into the soil, into the medium, into the ground. Second of all, these guys tend to be pest magnets, unfortunately. As much as I love my palms, they're probably my favorite genus. They are pest magnets. So giving them a good hose down every 10 to 14 days really prevents dirt, dust, any buildup that could attract or create pests. Another benefit is that they get a really good soaking and they get to drain through in the bathtub. Again, tropical storms, they get a lot of heavy rain. Side note, they are also not sticklers for humidity because it gets pretty dry in a lot of these tropical places. So mimicking the environment that they're used to, haul that palm into the shower every 10 to 14 days. And speaking of drainage, that brings me to number 4, the soil, the amendments, the medium. So these guys, again, think tropical island, or even as north as Florida. These guys are used to lots of sand in their soil and lots of tree bark in their soil. So when it comes to mixture of the soil, I recommend a nutritious soil, lots of tree bark, and lots of sand. Also, please, whatever you do, do not put palms in a pot with no drainage. Let it all drain out first. These roots cannot handle being waterlogged. They will rot so quickly and the fronds will die before you can say boo. It is the fastest way to kill a palm is overwatering, waterlogging, and poor drainage. And I do have one extra tip, tip number 5, from my personal experience. do not cut off dying fronds. Now, I know this is a controversial topic. Some people like to cut off dying growth or dying foliage because of aesthetic purposes. And I know some people like to leave them because a lot of plants like to suck the energy from those dying leaves or dying foliage. But my experience with palms is just leave them alone. Once they're completely dead, you can go ahead and cut at the very base, but only when they are completely dead. Again, this is my experience, but I have had many palms over the past few years. Again, as I say, they are my favorite genus. I don't know if you can tell on this channel. My cover photo on the channel is palms, so I think I have gathered enough experience to tell you that tip number 5, do not cut off dying growth or dying foliage until it's completely dead. And when you do, cut it right at the base with clean scissors or secateurs or a knife, whatever your tool may be. Palms are not necessarily easy. I know a lot of the time they are advertised as being super easy, you just leave them alone. In my experience, this is not true. And so that's why I've decided to do this video, to let you guys know that there are certain things that you have to look for in palms. And they're pretty finicky in terms of needing lots of light, in terms of needing a shower every 10 to 14 days, in terms of needing a well-draining soil mixture with sand and tree bark, in terms of not cutting off that old growth. So I'm here to tell you that they are not easy, but they are doable if you know how to treat them properly, and they are so rewarding. Again, I don't know how many times I can say it, but they are my favorite genus. I hope this video helped you guys today. I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out and the growth of this channel, of course. And if you haven't already, go ahead, click that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. And if you want to be notified when my videos come out, then click that notification button as well. I wish you well on your pursuit of joy. I hope you guys are staying cool. And until next time, peace. As much as I love my palms, they're probably my favorite genus. Again, as I say, they are my favorite genus.
I don't know how many times I can say it, but they are my favorite genus.
Look at those palm trees. Damn!